Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Have this conversation regardless of the recent climate change and what has happened to so many people. So we really empathize with the people who have lost their homes, the people who've lost their loved ones. We're praying for you guys, and I hope that God finds a way to get us out of this situation. Okay, so this week I've been struggling to do this video because one, kids are on holiday, so you can hear the background noise. These kids woke up. Tell me why these kids woke up at 6 to play. It's 5 p.m. I've been waiting for them to go eat or sleep. Hey, they have been playing. You can just hear them on the background, so I'm sorry for that. If you hear the background, we cannot do anything about that, so we let them play. So the topic of this week, and I'm going to talk about money personality as explained by Olivia Mellan. Okay, she a psychotherapist and a money coach. Okay, so she talks about money personality, 5 money personality, and how it really explains how individuals interact with money. Okay, so she talks about 5 money personality. Number 1, the hoarder. Number 2, the spender. Number 3, the money monk. Number 4, the avoider. Number 5, the amasser. Okay, so I'm gonna start with number 1. Probably you can see where you lie and why, and it can help you know exactly why you interact the money the way you do. Okay, because I've said it on this channel so many times, you cannot compare your money journey with anybody else because our personalities are very different. How we were raised, the environment that we were raised on informs how we talk about money, how we interact with money, how we spend our money. Okay, so always make sure you tweak or achieve your financial goals according to the way you interact with money, because if you compare yourself with someone else, you might end up feeling very frustrated because you might be, number 1, an avoider or an amasser. So can you imagine comparing your financial journey with either of the personality? Let me explain according to Olivia Mellan. Number 1, she talks about the hoarder. So hoarders are individuals who are typically cautious with money, preferring to save and accumulate wealth rather than spend a dime. Okay, they often prioritize financial security, and they may feel a bit anxious to part away with money. Okay, so these are people you have seen in our societies, who will spend only when it is necessary for them to spend. Okay, so they prefer to hoard money, they prefer to save money, they prefer to accumulate wealth, but they never spend it on themselves or anybody else. Okay, number 2, we have the spenders. Oh, do we love the spenders? They make the world go round. I love me some spenders because what she explains here is the spenders enjoy using money to enhance their lifestyles and the experiences. You know, these people who love travel, spending money, buying new stuff. You know, they are just in that space where they love to spend money. Okay, they are prone to impulse buying. They prioritize immediate gratification over long-term savings, so they will prefer to have something today than tomorrow. Okay, they often derive their happiness from spending. Okay, so they love spending money. Then number 3, we have the monk. Okay, the monks have a very complex relationship with money, and they often view money as evil. Okay, so they feel guilty having a lot of money, so a lot of money, and they would prefer to live a very frugal life and give the rest to charity, charitable causes. Okay, so these are people who, anytime they have money, they would prefer to give it out than have, because they feel if they accumulate a lot of money, they might end up being evil people. I don't know how that's how they just view money. The less I have, the better I am. I know it's weird, but that's how people see it. Then we have the avoider. Then the avoiders tend to avoid dealing with money matters altogether. Okay, they feel anxious and disinterested. Like these people, you never find them talk about money, and if you start talking about money, they run away. Like if a conversation about money comes up, they just turn and they leave the room, because they don't like, they don't like things like budgeting, savings, and may feel very uncomfortable to discuss money with other people. We know such people. Then we have the Amasser. Okay, the Amassers are driven by the desire of material wealth. Okay, these are type A people. Those people who are driven to be successful. Like they want to achieve the top, not just in between or whatever they want, the cream of the cream. Okay, they may derive their self-worth from financial achievement. Okay, so if you talk to these guys, they're always like, next year I'm going to go on this vacation. I'm thinking about buying this car. I have 5 properties in Mombasa. I have 5 properties in Nakuru. Like they relate they relate personally with their financial achievement or successes. Okay, so we all have encountered one or two of these people. You might fall in one or two of these categories. So it's important that you know, who are you? Are you a hoarder? Are you a spender? Are you an avoider? Are you the monk, or are you an amasser? Okay, because all this personality help you understand what or how you need to handle money. Okay, so let me give you this money personality. They are positive and they are negative, because they all have a positive connotation to them, and they have a negative connotation to them. Okay, so number 1, the hoarders. These people achieve financial security. Like there's no hoarder you find them talk about like they are broke, and quote and unquote. Like they never talk about, oh, I don't have money to do this and this. They have money, it's just that they don't spend money. So for them, they have financial security in most cases. Okay, and then they have very prudent financial habits. And what this means is they are often disciplined in their spending and may be well prepared for emergencies and unexpected expenses. So they are never found off guard in terms of at the emergency coming up, and then they are not able to take care of that emergency, because for them, they have prioritized financial security, and their money habits is very prudent. Okay, then their negative connotation to them is that they are risk averse. These are people who will never invest money, so they prefer to see money in their account. Like if they wake up and they see they had 2 million, and then next week they have 3 million, that is what gives them security. So for them to invest in risky adventures or risky investment, that's not for them. Okay, they prefer very safe investments. Okay, these people find it very difficult to enjoy their wealth. So they accumulate wealth, yes, but they never get to enjoy it. And we've seen those people who that leave a lot of money behind, but they lived a very pathetic life. Like they never enjoyed any money, they never bought anything important for themselves, they never went for holidays, they never, like they live a very sad, not to say, because they end up leaving money for other people to spend, but they never got a chance to spend that money on themselves. Okay, so we have the spenders, yeah, our lucky people. Okay, so these people enjoy life. Like these people enjoy life, they prioritize experiences. Okay, and they enjoy buying things for themselves to enhance the quality of life. These people will never be found suffering. Like if they can borrow to go on a holiday, they will borrow to go on a holiday. They are not going to suffer. If suffering and them, they are not in the same they are never in the same sentence. Suffering and spenders, no, they don't suffer for anybody. Okay, so but the good thing about the spenders, you guys, they are very generous. They are those friends we have that they will spend. If it comes to your birthday, these guys spend money on you. Like They will buy you expensive gifts. They can take you for a holiday. They don't go frugal on people's birthday, people's wedding. They tend to spend. They're very generous with people. Okay. Their negative effect is that they are, in most cases, they are very financially unstable. Like, they incur financial instability because of how they spend their money. They don't get to save a lot of money. They don't get to save or invest their money. So, and you see the way they splurge on people. So it's really that they keep money aside for themselves. So they always find themselves in, you know, issues of spending and not having enough money to cover for their emergencies, or if they lose their job, then they actually don't have anything as a backup. Okay. The monk, let's talk about the monk. The positive effect of a monk is that they find contentment in living frugally. Like, they're very content. They don't prioritize material stuff. It's rare that you find them keeping up with the Joneses. They don't see that as important. For them to live a very frugal life is important. Okay. They are very generous because they will prefer to give the money they have gathered or gotten to charity organization. These are the people actually who drive and sustain most charitable organization, because for them, any amount of money, they prioritize giving than spending it. Okay. Their negative effect is that they might as well neglect they neglect their financial well-being, or fail to plan. Okay. Because they have always this discomfort of, I do not want money to, it might change me. Okay. So they're always giving it away. So for them, it's very easy to lack in that sector of financial stability. Okay. Then another negative effect is that they have a very self-limiting belief. Okay. They harbor negative belief or guilt about money, which can hinder them the ability to achieve financial goals or enjoy financial successes. Okay. Then we have our people who are the avoidant. Okay. Their positive effect is that they never stress about money. You never find an avoidant stress about the economy is, I don't know what the shilling is doing, what, because they never talk about money, about saving, about investment. Like, they could care less about what is happening in their own money situation. Why would they care about the national money situation? So these people, they do not have money stresses because they don't talk about, they never think about money in that sense. Okay. So avoidant may experience reduced stress or anxiety by avoiding financial discussion or responsibilities altogether. So it's very hard for you to find them ever stress out. Okay. Another thing about them is that they focus on other priorities. These are people who I have come to see. They prioritize their families. Yes, they don't talk about money. Yes, they don't talk about saving, but they prioritize family. Like, these are people who are like present parents, very present in their kids' life. They are present in their family dynamics. They don't have money, but you can always count on them to show up one way or another. Okay. That's a very positive impact that they have. Okay. The negative impact is that they are financially ignorant. Okay. Avoidant may lack essential financial literacy. Like, they don't learn anything about money. They will never be found on that section of financial literacy, like them wanting to understand what is money, how does it operate. Find them there. Like, you will find them, you will never find them in that area. Okay. Another thing is they miss opportunities because, one, if you are not able to talk about finances, they never want to talk about investment. So if anything comes up that might help them financially, they miss out on that opportunity because, again, we are not talking about money in this category. Okay. Then we have their masters. Their positive connotation is that they are driven and ambitious. Oh my God, these people do not joke with this life. They came to, I don't know, they came to do everything they can to achieve. They don't play mediocre, they don't play middle class, they play A level. These are the people who, you know, they are very ambitious. They will stop at nothing to achieve financial stability. These are people who you find they are in their early 30s. They have massive portfolio, they have investment in all sectors, they have treasury bonds, they have government, like anywhere people are investing and getting money. They're in the property sectors, they are in farming. Like these people will go all out to get financial stability. Okay, number two, they are very financially independent, obviously, because they are very ambitious and they are self-driven. You always find them, they are very financially independent. Their negative connotation is that they are very materialistic, so they don't think about people, or they prioritize the material aspects to mark their successes over meaningful or fulfilling pursuit. Like these people are those absent parents sometimes, because for them, if a job requires them to be in a different country for them to achieve what they need to achieve, they will go. They will not think about it. For them, their priority is to achieve the success, so anything else just comes second and third. So they sort of prefer taking their kids to very expensive school than being present in the kids' life. Okay, so that's one of the things. Number two, they risk burnout because they're always driven, they're always chasing, they're always ambitious, so they risk getting burned out because of the way they work and the nature of how they, you know, the way they are driven. Okay, so as we said, you can see in every money personality there is what is positive and what is negative. So just to understand that if your money personality is a spender, you're not a bad person. We love you here. We just are not probably spenders. If you're an avoidant, it's not like that's a bad thing. It's just that you have to understand. So, and let me tell you, I keep saying in this channel that self-awareness is the key, because once you know where you fall in terms of your money personality, then you take a step back and say, okay, my money personality is spending. How can I be able to enjoy life and still have money for emergencies, or have money for, you know, investments or growth? So this is where you end up as a spender seeking financial what is the word, you seek out financial services. Okay, so you can get a financial investor who will help you invest, because for you're going to Dubai. How are you here in Kenya trying to invest? So you get someone to really do that work for you, because again, you also don't shy away from spending. So spend money on a financial advisor, a financial financial, you know, a certified financial advisor to help you navigate your finances without having to think about it. Okay, number two, these are people who can put up a standing order. Okay, when you put up a standing order, it means you say, out of my paycheck I want to save 15,000. Okay, so anytime you get paid, 15,000 automatically checks out of your saving account. So you're gonna YOLO and you're gonna spend money, but at least you have done something. You have saved some money, or you're saving towards an emergency. Are you seeing? You're not bad. It's just that find a way to navigate your personality. Okay, the same way with an avoidant. You might never want to talk about money at all, but you can seek accountability, or you can seek people or talk to someone to hold you accountable and teach you about money, even if it's very uncomfortable. Okay, so in most cases you find avoidant if you find a partner who is a hoarder or who is an amasser. Then they clash. Okay, because one person is talking about money and the other person does not want to hear anything concerning money. Okay, so that's very important for you to just know your money personality to help you navigate the financial world. Okay, and can help in relationship. Okay, so a saver and a spender. Okay, so these are complementary traits. Okay, saver are very typically cautious with their money. Okay, prioritize savings and financial security, and the spender on the other side, they prioritize, you know, having a wonderful time, like enjoying life. Okay, so these two people, if they have a balanced perspective, the saver can help the spender in maintaining financial discipline for long-term savings, while the spender can encourage the saver to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Okay, because can you imagine if you're in a relationship where both of you are savers? Good, you're going to enjoy financial security, financial stability, you're going to amass wealth, but are you living life? Okay, so if you end up in a relationship with a spender, they sort of help you, pull you on the other side, where you see how you can be able to enjoy life. You know, life is not just about to buy properties or save money. Sometimes after having all done that, it's important that you take time to also, you know, gift yourself you know, something like gift yourself for the hard work that you have done. So these two money personalities can really complement each other. It's just that you communicate. If you have a very good communication, then you can actually enjoy life, because one will complement the other. Okay, then a planner and an avoider, because a planner excel at organizing and goal setting and long-term financial planning. Like they are to T, like they know we are going to be here in 5 years, we are going to be here in 10 years. They are very good with the Excel sheet. They know, like they are to T, like they know what is happening with their money. They know how they spend their money, where the money is going, where the money is coming from. These guys, like they are very good when it comes to that. A balanced perspective is a planner can help an avoider navigate financial decision and set achievable goals, because they are very good in their planning. Okay, they can also help them establish healthy financial habits. Meanwhile, the avoidant can bring perspective and balance to the relationship. Okay, reminding the planner to prioritize non-financial aspect of their life. Okay, so these planners are like, you know, this is the money coming in and this is the money going out. We are not spending any money. We are not going to do this. We cannot move house because it will require us to save for 2 years. So this, they're always, you know, I don't know how to say it. They are to T, like, you know, we have to do this, we have to be here, we have to go here, and this is the amount. If we want to go to this vacation, we have to spend this amount of money. So how do we save? It's like robotic kind of a situation. So they avoid it because they prioritize other aspect of their life more than the money. They can help the planner balance it out. We have kids, we need the kids to also see a different perspective when it comes to money. Like they need to see how people, you know, that is important for you to be present in the kids' life than always having to put any event connected to money. I hope it makes sense. Okay, so that's a very good, it balances it out completely, so that you don't always have to be, you know, you are an avoidant, your partner is an avoidant, or you're a spender, your partner is, oh, that household, you're a spender, your husband is a spender, or your partner is a spender, so you're always spending. But you see, the later implication is that you may end up having costs that cause a very grieve thing to your financial stability or financial security. Okay, so as usual, I'm gonna give you questions that you can, you know, go through them and see where do you belong. Because again, how do you know who you are if you don't take, you know, you don't have something guiding you to understand where do I belong. Okay, so I'm going to also link the questions below. If you're not refer them to refer the questions, answer them. I'll also give the answers I will attach the answers so that you see where do you belong. Okay, so questions that you can, if you're watching this video and you want us to do these questions, so these are the questions that you might ask yourself. Okay, number one, when you receive your income, what is the first thing that you do with it? A, deposit into a saving account or an investment account. Number two, you allocate a portion to saving, but also set money aside for immediate spending. Number C, you immediately start spending on bills, shopping, or entertainment. Okay, so you choose A, B, or C where you are. Number two, how do you feel about budgeting and tracking your expenses? Okay. Number one, I'm diligent about budgeting and tracking my every penny that I spend. Number B, I have a general idea of my expenses but do not track them to the T. You know how much you're spending but you don't track. C, budgeting feel very restrictive. I prefer to spend freely without tracking. Okay. Number three, what motivates you to save money? A, I prioritize long-term financial goals and enjoy watching my saving grow. B, I save for specific goals or emergency, but also indulge in occasional splurges. C, I struggle to save consistently and often find it difficult to resist impulse purchases. Okay. Number four, how do I approach major purchases or investments? Okay. A, I research extensively and weigh the long-term benefits before making a decision. B, I consider my option carefully but may sometimes give in to impulse spending. C, I tend to make impulse purchases without considering the long-term consequences. Okay, number five, how do you feel about debt and borrowing money? A, I avoid debt whenever possible and prioritize living within my means. B, I am comfortable with a responsible debt and use it strategically for major purchases and investment. And C, I'm comfortable with debt and do not hesitate to borrow money for immediate wants or needs. Okay, so do those questions and then I'm gonna leave the answers and then you can see where you belong. Okay, so once you know where you belong in terms of your money personality, let's do better.